Okay, so from today onwards, we are going to start a new topic in Angular, that is authentication and routing. Authentication means how you will apply login sign up, and routing means, let's say if you have three pages, till now we are working on only on a single page, right? We are not working on multiple pages. If we have multiple pages, how we will do that? So at first we will talk about this routing and then we will talk about authentication. So we are going to talk about routing and authentication. First of all, you need to understand what is routing. Routing is a process of moving from one page to another page, one component to another component. Gaurav, I think about services I have already told you that we will cover it, but before that we have to cover all of these things. Okay, definitely we will cover services. So routing is a process of moving from one page to another page, one component to another component, or you can say one template to another template, or you can say one view to another view. There are a lot of things that you can say. So you can tell that one view to another view. Okay, this is called routing. Generally, whenever you are talking about normal HTML, their anchor tag works, right? Whatever you have, let's say you are on the home page, you want to go to the sign up page or about page. So we need to keep ahref equals to, let's say, about.html, and here you have to write about. This is how we used to do in normal HTML, that if you want to go to another page, this is the thing that we are going to follow. Okay, but here things are a little bit different. So first thing, steps of enabling routing. How we will be enabling the routing in our Angular project? So step one is very simple: create a new project and name it as ang-routing or ang-root. So go back to VS Code, open a terminal, ng new ang-root. This is how we create a new Angular application. Ng new ang-root. So it is asking that which CSS you want. So I want normal CSS. No, hit enter and that's it. So project is created now. Let's move to the directory. So our app name is ang-root. First we will check whether it's working or not. So yes, project is working fine. Now what we need to do is, first, as we are doing from a longer time, whatever we are having in app.component.html, we will remove that, and you will see that nothing is coming here. Now let's say what exactly we want here. We want that we are going to have three pages: home page, about page, and contact page, right? More pages you can add, but at least three pages we are having. So generally whenever you are going to any website, let's say I will show you the website of Zerodha. In that, these kind of things: sign up, about. So you will see something that link is changing, right? This link is changing. So it is going to slash about, slash product, slash pricing, charges, slash support. So these kind of things comes, right? Then how we will implement this routing in our application, right? How we will add this particular part in our application. So in the next step, once you created the project, in the next step, create, or we not write, create three components as home, about, and contact. How to generate a new component in Angular? Ng generate component and then the component name. You can come write the full one also, that ng generate component and then the component name, or else you can simply write ng generate component home. Then you have to write ng generate component about. Then you have to write contact. So we have generated three component, right? We have generated three component. That's it. Now in the next step, that is your step 3. In your step 3, you have to write generate the root file. Generate the, see, in HTML it is very easy to go from one page to another page, but here in React or in Angular it's very difficult. We cannot say difficult, but it's like different from how we used to do there. So here I'm writing generate the root file, and for that you need to write a command ng add at the rate of angular slash root. Ng add at the rate of angular slash root. You can actually create the file directly, but if you don't want to create, you can use this command. So again I will write ng add at the rate of angular slash root. So when you are writing this command, so it will do something. So it is saying package information is not available. No problem. So do one thing. We will create a file by ourselves. So here I am writing create a new file in app folder and name it as app.roots.ts. Right? What we need to name it? App dot roots dot ts. Where we need to create it? We need to create it inside app folder. So here in app folder I will create app dot roots dot ts. Okay. Okay, so it is saying this file is already there. So I think whenever we are creating a, okay, got it. So no need to create this file, because whenever you will create a new project, it is coming by default in Angular now. Maybe it's update. So you don't have to create a file actually, because it's coming by default. This one, right? app.roots.ts. So it's coming by default. Now I will write go to app.roots.ts file and import all the components that you have generated. All the components, right? So how many components we have generated? Home component, about component, and contact component. So import all of them here. Import home component, import about component, import contact component, right? Very simple. We have imported all the three components, right? Imported. Very good. Now in step 4, what you need to do it, configure the path to all the components in the same file. See, this particular app.roots.ts, this particular file is exporting a constant of roots, which is equals to roots type. We are keeping colon and then we are keeping roots, means it's type of root. Now inside this expand, here in between you need to write the paths. Here in between this you need to write a path. So how many pages you have? 3 pages. So keep 3 curly brackets at first. How many paths you have? Means how many pages you have. We have 3 page, home, about, and contact. If you 6 page, keep 6 paths. That's it. Very simple. Each and every object will be having 2 parameters. One parameter as path colon and component colon. Right? So each and every object will be having 2 things. Path colon empty path. We will write it component colon then something. Here I will write path colon empty and component colon will keep the things now. Let me zoom it bit. So what I am writing here, 3 paths are there. In these 3 paths, there are 2 things, path and component. So path means at what link. So if you are keeping it empty, means what is your home page? Empty means slash and slash means home page. So if user is not writing anything, which component you need to load? Home component. Components colon home component. On slash about. On, or simple you can write about, because slash is by default added. On about. So when we are going to zero the, see, on about, if user is trying to check what is on slash about, so this is the path. Which component you need to load here? About component. That's it. On contact, which component you need to load? Contact component. That's fine. Created. But if user is trying to write some random thing, let's say zerodha, I know that zerodha will not be having any page edge. Let's say this one, right? but I am trying to access this page. So here it is saying this page not found. But on some of the website, if you are writing a false command, it will take you to the home page. Where it will take you? It will take you to the home page. So you can generate one more path. Same, it will be having path colon something, comma, component colon something. Here in this path, I will keep, give me a minute, guys. Okay, no problem. So in this path, I will keep double asterisk. Double asterisk means any random path. Which component it will load? In component, I will write redirect. That if you, okay, you can leave it for now. Leave it, no problem. We'll discuss it later. So here we are having this particular root. We have defined this root. In the next step, what you need to do, go to step 5, provide the roots in your main.ts file. Where? In main.ts file. So find where is main.ts. So here we have main.ts file, right? As of now, bootstrap application app config and it is rendering something as app component. What you need to import? Roots also. This roots. Import here. Import roots from .app.roots file. Means from this particular file you are importing it. Now here come to this particular part, that bootstrap application app component, and it is having something as app config. So what you can do is you can remove this part, and again I will write bootstrap application. It takes first what you want to render, means root component. So what is our root component? That is app component. So write the app component here, keep a comma and keep curly brackets and hit enter. Here in the curly brackets, you need to write providers. In providers, keep the colon, create the array. So here the providers are provider router, and these provider routers are working on roots because this is the root that you have created. So once you have created these roots, at last you can write dot catch, and this catch will be catching an error and returning. So directly you can actually keep console.log. Here it will print error. That's it. This is how you will configure this file. Roots file you will configure in this way, and main.ts you will configure in this way. I am giving the exact source code so you don't have to worry about anything. Okay. So these are the normal steps. Now what you need to do, first we should check our home page. Is it loading or creating some problem? So it is saying it is expecting comma somewhere. So we go to main.ts where it is expecting a comma here. Okay. So go to inspect console, and console is not throwing any error, means it is loading fine. So I will change the source code here as well. After this particular file, now close main.ts, close app.root.ts, close this one also. Go to the typescript file of app component, right here. Okay, come here. I will import and write here router module. First, I have imported here our router module because you are using the routers module here. Okay, so this is what I have rendered here. You will see that here you are having component. First of all, you need to create a standalone component. So write standalone colon true. Right, standalone colon true. That this is a standalone component. After this, here you need to import the router module. Here you need to import the router module. In the template URL, you are rendering a file. We know that we can render HTML code also in this template. For that, I will write simple template. Template colon. Now here I will try to write the solution for it. So let's create a nav bar here. Means I am going to write the HTML code. But for that, at first, let's keep a single quote. And now keep backtick actually because we will write it in different lines. So creating a nav tag. Why we use nav tag? Just for nav bar, it's a semantic tag. In this nav bar, I am creating a hyperlink. So 3 hyperlink I will create. Created 3 hyperlinks. The first hyperlink will go to home page. The second hyperlink will go to about page. The third hyperlink will go to the contact page. And in this, I will write the source. Here, don't write href. Here we don't write href. We write here router link equals to, here it is going to have the router link. What is for home? Slash. Same thing, router link, copy this particular, or you can write router link equals to slash about. Remember, we have created the path by about name. Here, router link equals to slash contact. So we have created this. After this nav bar, I will write one more tag. So here I will write router hyphen outlet. And I will close this as well. Router hyphen outlet. Let's go to our app, whether it is working or not. So here it is coming like this way. So let me do one thing. Let's create them as a list so that you can understand, or we can keep some break tag in between. See, there are 3 pages: home page, about page, and contact page. By default, home page will load. So home works. About page slash about is coming and about page is loading here. Contact works. That's how you create multi-page application. Now, do we have to write this part here only? Can't we write it in HTML? So do one thing. First, copy the exact code. Whatever code we have written here, exactly copy this code and keep it in app component.html. I'm telling you the difference also. Second thing, here we need to render the template URL. So go there and I will create template URL colon dot slash app dot component dot html. This is what we have to render here, and you will see that Angular is working in this way: home page, about page, contact page. Boom. Means same thing you can write there as well without any If you are removing this router outlet, so we need to build the application again because it might throw some error. So this time we have kept our file inside the HTML and home is working, about page is working and contact page is working, right? Now let's design this part as a header. We should design this part as a header. For that, you don't have to do anything. Remove all the break tags and you have kept some of the anchor tags. 3 anchor tag you are having, so they will come in this way. Home, about, no problem. We have the CSS file. Go to CSS file and here first call the nav tag. To this nav tag, I will say that first thing that you are displaying a flex. First thing. Second thing that you are aligning the items in center. Third thing that you are justifying the content in space around, and you will see that your header is taking the shape now. Okay, your header is taking the shape. The next thing that you need to do here is let's attach some padding from the left. So what I will do is that 30% padding from the left you are having. So you will see that content shifted to here. I think we are on Zoom. So let's go back to 100. And this is how it will come: home page, about page, contact page. And you will see that it is a single page application. You will say how? I will say, no, notice here, it is not refreshing the window. You are able to change your page, but it is not refreshing the window, right? It is not refreshing the window. Array, it refreshes the window whenever you want to change the page. Let's say you are on the home page, go to about page, it is refreshing, right? But in our case, it is not refreshing. So do one thing, we will give some sort of designing to the header now. So a background color of coral we will follow here. So you will see that it's coming in this way. Anyways, now let's design the anchor tag because we are using the anchor tag. So first thing, I will keep the text decoration none. Text decoration none means you don't have any text decoration. So it will remove the underline from this. Okay, it will remove the underline. The second thing that you need to keep here is font size. Font size, let's say I'll increase to around something 22 pixel. And I think you can increase more if you want. 24, I think. So now home page, about page and contact page. Right here you can display a image as well. Here you can display a image as well. That's how your header works. Now if we want to design something in our contact page and other pages, no problem, design it. So I will remove all of these pages. Now let's first design home page. So HTML file I will open, and it's in this I will create one heading as first, that this is my home page. This is my home page. The next heading I will keep here as this project is using the concept of Angular router. Same thing is there in React also, same implementation. So now what home page will display? Home page is saying that this is the home page. This project is using the concept of Angular router. Same thing I'll go to the about page as well. So open the HTML file of about page. This is about page is saying one heading that this is about page. Second, this project is using the concept of Angular router. Now same thing is about page showing. So go to about page. This is about page and this is showing contact page. We haven't changed. So go to contact page as well and keep it. Okay. That's how simply you can work home about contact, right? It means that your app component is used as a header now. Stop using mobile. This particular file is simply used as a header now. From where all of these page coming? From app.roots.ts file, because it is having the all the roots now. This file. It is rendering the component on some of the particular paths. Okay. Understood this particular part? So in the next step, what you need to do? So in the next step, configure your app.component.ts file. How you will do that? So in this way, you need to do it. In the next step, that is step 7, configure the or customize the app.component.html file. Remember here anchor tag does not have href. Here it is known as router link. Now you will say that till now we are studying one thing, that anchor tag has href. It does not have router link. So I will say okay. If you are thinking that we will keep href only, do one thing, keep href. Right? Anchor tag and href. Keep href. Go to page and go to home page and it's working fine. You will say then why we were using router link? So I will say do one thing, try to switch between the pages and notice here refreshing. So if you are writing href, it will refresh the page. Means it is not a single page application now, it is multi page application. But why Angular is used? Angular is used to create single page application. Means it should not refresh the entire window, right? That is why I was using router link there, because router link will stop it from refreshing, right? It will stop it from refreshing. Now if you are switching between pages, see every time it is refreshing. If you keep it back with router link, this time there is no refreshing. Now you will say that sir, if it is even refreshing, what is the problem, right? Even if it is refreshing, what is the problem? So I will say let me show you the problem as well. So I will change this router link to href. So now it will refreshing. Currently on which page I am? About page. If I am clicking again on about page, it is refreshing. I am already on about page, right? And again I'm clicking on about page and it is refreshing. It means that you have loaded about page. Let's say your about page took 2 minutes to load and user clicked unintentionally on the about page. Again, it will take 2 minutes to load. It cannot understand that I am already on the about page. Why do I need to refresh? But anchor tag don't know this thing. Anchor tag know that if href is coming, I will refresh it. How many times you click on this? It will refresh the page every time. But this is not the case with router link. Router link will understand. Router link will understand that okay, if I am on about page, I don't need to do anything, and it is not doing anything, right? It is not doing anything. It's silent. I will not refresh anything. There is no blink. If you are changing page, there is a little blink. So there is no blink as well because you are already on the same page. No need to refresh. So that's how router works. That's it. This was only the router part. And yesterday, I think I have posted some questions also that you haven't even opened the file, right? Right? What is the need to open? So this is for routing in Angular. Routing in Angular. Once repeat the routing steps. Okay, no problem. First thing, how we did in this project. The first thing that you need to do is create a new project, right? New project. While you will create a new project, try to run it. If it is working fine, that's fine. After that, you have to generate three component, three pages basically. Or if you have more pages, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, how many pages you have, you can generate those. Okay, you can generate those. But I was having three pages: home page, about page, and contact page. So I have generated three component. And how to generate component? Ng generate component and then component name. Now you got three pages. After that, by default, you will get this app.roots.ts file. Click on this and it will be something like this. This particular file will be something like this. So first thing that you need to do is you need to import all the components or pages that you have created here. If you have created 5 pages, import all. Right? Simple thing, we are importing all the pages. Cool. Now in this particular array, it will be coming like this. It will be coming like this. Expand it. How many pages you have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No problem. Create paths for them. 1, 2. In that way you can create. And each and every object will be having two parameters. One is path and one is component. Path means which particular path it will be visible on. If user is writing slash, home component will load. If user is writing slash about component will load. If user is writing contact, means slash contact component will load. So in that way it will work, right? Now let's say if I'm trying to write slash something wrong link, nothing is coming. This is a part in Angular that if you are trying to write something which is not visible, something which is, because you haven't defined this path. If user is trying to write something wrong path, so I want that user should come to home page. User should come to home page. For that, generate one more path. Now this time I will write same thing, path colon. Now user will write anything. So you also write anything here, means double asterisk. This double asterisk means wild card root. Wild card root means random root, not even existing. If user is trying to write something like this, then you write here redirect to colon. Now this redirect is actually working as slash. Means if user is giving some random path, you should redirect to slash. After that, keep one more property. Here I will write path match. In path match, I will keep full. I will keep full. Now let's write a random link here and localhost. So this is our home page, about page, contact page. Let's say here I will write something as this. So where it is taking me on the home page. Whenever you're writing some random link, where it is taking me on the home page. If you want to go to about page, so here you can change the redirect. That redirect to, let's say, contact. So now if you are writing some random link, you will go to contact page, right? That's it. But generally, whenever user is writing some random link, you should go to the home page, and home page is not available on slash, means empty string. So that's how it works. After defining the path, close the path file and go to your main.ts. This is the code that you need to check there. It will be available, that bootstrap application app component. After that, there will be something as app config. You need to remove that app config, right? You need to remove that app config, and you need to change the file in this way, that you are bootstrapping the component, or we need to define the link. No, we don't need to define the link. So in bootstrap application, you have to write app component, then comma, creating object, providers. Then you have to use the provide routers. So you need to import it and give the roots of your file. After that, go to your simple app.ts file. In that, don't do anything, just import router module and router outlet. If already there, no problem. Write them here, work is fine. Now you can go to HTML and write this navbar. I am just writing for a semantic tag. You can write the div tag as well. Div. Here also you can write div. Then you need to change the CSS for div. Right? That was just for a semantic tag. It will not change anything. Right? Everything is loading fine. That's how you generate routers in Angular. Okay. So let me quickly upload this code to GitHub. Means I'll give you source code and documentation both. You can follow. So you can follow this source code and documentation also. I'll provide you for your convenience. Now we will start the authentication, like how we can do login, sign up, that kind of thing, how we can provide. What is authentication? Authentication is whenever you have a user and that user can log in and sign up in your app. When that user can log in and sign up in your app, right? That is called authentication. Now we are going to see that how we will create authentication in Angular. What we are going to use here, we are going to use Firebase by Google. Firebase is a backend service provided by Google, which you can directly use and it is free of cost as well. Okay. So let's close everything first. And we will create a new Angular project for that. That is Angular auth. Ng new ang hyphen auth for the authentication. Normal CSS I don't want server side rendering. So in the meantime, let's explore what is Firebase. So for that, you just have to write Google Firebase in your browser. Google Firebase. So you will come to this website firebase.google.com. Okay. I am already having my account there. If you don't have the account, you can create. And this is actually a newer account. So after logging in, you will see one section, go to console. Here you can see at the top, go to console. Click on this, go to console. And okay, system is lagging. So you will come to the console part. Okay. While you are coming to console part, if you have added some project, it will be visible here. As you can see, React hyphen auth is visible as of me that I taught it for the React batch also. So it is visible. Same way, if you are checking, there will be no project because you haven't added either. You need to add it. So you have to add a new project. So you will see create a project. So you can click on this, create a project. So we should maintain the documentation as well. First, let's go to project and we will try to run it. Authentication in React. Angular, sorry. As I'm dealing with both, so sometime I will feel, oh, this is React class or Angular class. My bad. Authentication in Angular. Nothing you need to do in the step one, follow all the procedure of Angular routing documentation by making some changes as generate two components as sign up and login. It means that you need to completely follow the documentation of Angular routing. Create a project, write the routing, create it, this, that. Just make sure that you are adding sign up and login component as well. So last time we were creating home, about and contact. This time we will create home, sign up and login, right? We will create home, sign up and login page. Yes, sir, I am teaching React also. Follow all the procedure of Angular routing documentation by making some changes. Generate two component as sign up and login in place of about and contact. About and contact. So first go to project and just write here, and it will load your project. So yes, Angular auth is loading now. First thing, remove everything in app.component.html file if something is available there. Angular auth. Whatever is coming here, you can remove it out. We will follow all the previous step. So first we need to generate three component. Remember? cdang hyphen auth. So I will generate ng generate component home. Okay. Then we have to write ng generate component sign up. Note the spelling as well. You don't write wrong spelling. Ng generate component login. So we have created three pages: sign up, login, and home page. Go to roots file, right? Go to roots file. So in src app, you will see app.roots.ts. We need to import all the component. So I will import. It is taking some time to load. Let it load first. Okay, so let's import home component, and then we need to import login component. Then we need to import sign up component. Okay, same thing again. How many pages you have? Three pages. Three path you will create, followed by comma 1 and 2. Each and every path is going to have two parameters: path colon something, comma component colon something. So I will copy paste them. I'm not writing again and again. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. First one will go to home page. Second one will go to, but remember one thing here. You have some data on your home page. You have some file, you have some content, and you want to show the home page only if user is a login user, right? If user is having account on your website, they have created their account and they are logging into their account, then only you want to show the home page. So what I will do, in place of home page, at first I will show sign up. At first I will show sign up, that first you create account, then you will go to slash login, that now login your account. So here I will write login and it will render the login component. Then after login you will go to home page. This is what I'm trying to deal up here. Home component. Okay, simple, created. You can create the unavailable path, but no problem. After that, go to main.ts. Here you need to import that roots file. So I will write import roots. Remember from where you need to import, from this particular path dot app slash app dot roots, right? You need to remove everything from here and start writing it again. That bootstrap application app component colon, you can create curly brackets and leave it. And here you need to write providers colon array. What you need to write here? Provider router, right? So we will write provider router and it will take roots value. That's it. At last you can catch the errors. So you are catching the errors and then printing that error to console. That's it. Done. You can remove this app config as we are not using it. Now in app.ts file, app.ts file, we need to import router module. We need to import router module and here we need to use it. That's it. Bootstrapping application means you are trying to tell your application that which is your main file. So you are telling your browser that app component is my main file. All the things are going through app component. Okay. In that way. So here home page, it's I think throwing some error. Go back. Okay. So here we will write slash login. So it is opening without any error, right? Let's write here slash home. So it is loading without any error. Content is not coming, I know, but it is loading fine. So go back and here in app component.html, same thing I will do. Create a div and give 3 anchor tags, right? By default, they will come with href. No problem. We will change the href. First, here sign up. Okay. Second is login. Third is home page. But I will not show home page directly. So let's remove it. Here I will write slash login. So let's check. Invalid ICU missing. Oh, div is a tag here. So sign up, login. So I have created 2 pages, sign up page and login page. But they are not showing any content. Why is it so? So for that, because we need to import the router outlet as well. So write router hyphen outlet. Now you will see login works, sign up works. Okay. So you are seeing in this way, login sign up, it is working fine. We will design the header a little bit. First, I will show that you are displaying a flex. You are leaving a padding from left of 30%. And you are aligning the items in center and justifying the content as a space around. To the anchor tag, I will say that you are having no text decoration and the font size is around 24 pixel. So it will come in this way, sign up login. And this router outlet you can import after the div because it will come as a flex. Okay, so see up here, login works, sign up and login. You have created two pages, sign up and login. So it is refreshing because we have given href to the anchor tag. What we need to give here? Router link. So we need to give here router link. And now it will not refresh. Okay, fine. These were the steps that we were following in our particular authentication routing application. Now we will follow the authentication. So in the step 2, you need to write create your account on create an account on Google Firebase. Okay, very simple. You can go to this link for that. This one. You can go to this link and you can create your account. So once you are done by creating your account, in the next step, add your Angular project in console. So after that, you have to go to console. So I'll show you like this. Here it is coming. You have to go to console. Means on this link you need to go. In the next step, register your app. Register your app. You need to register your app. In what way? So I will click on create a project. It is asking you, let's start with a name for your project. Whatever project name you are having, I am simply having ang-auth. So I will write ang-auth. That's it. Continue, continue, and continue. It will ask you account, so you can select default account, or if it is not asking, no problem. Again, create project. It will take a little time. Very simple step. Just you have to write the project name and continue. So now it is saying that your Firebase project is ready. You can click on continue. So you will see that your project Angular auth is coming. After creating a project, this particular window will load automatically. If this is not loading, then this will come. Any of the two screen can come. This is coming, this will come. If this window is coming, you can see Angular-auth project is coming here. You can click on this and you will go to that window only, right? Going to that window. Very good. So after registering the app, this window will load. Let me give the screenshot of this. So a window something like this will load. Okay. When this window is loading, you need to click on this particular part, right? You need to click on this particular part, this one. You can check what is this. If you are having a iOS project, means if you are building a project, it will work in Apple phones, you have to click here. If you are building a mobile app for Android phones, you have to click here, because Firebase works everywhere for login sign up. If you are building a website, so what we are building, this is the web icon. So you need to click on this web icon. So in the next step, you need to keep in the step 5, click on the web icon and configure your app. So what you need to do, you have to click on this web icon. Now it is asking you that give your app a nickname. So simple, I will write the same name and hyphen auth, register app. Don't do anything, directly register your app here. Okay. Then now it is telling you some of the things. So a particular part, something like that will come, right? A particular part, something like that will come. So what you need to do in the next step, let me add the documentation. Click on the web icon and configure your app. Add the nickname of your project. Add the nickname of your project and register it. After registering, it will show two steps. In that, first is to installing the Firebase in your project. Installing the Firebase in your project. For that, go to terminal of your project. Go to terminal of your project and execute the command, that is npm install Firebase. So after going to your, because it is showing you npm install Firebase, you have to execute this command. Go to your project terminal. So here we are inside Angular folder. At first I will go to repository and I will write npm install Firebase. Okay, npm install Firebase. It will take some time and it will install the Firebase. Is it getting overdosed today? No? Okay. So the first step was to install the Firebase, and second step was to copy the code, which is visible on your screen and paste it inside a file in your project and name your file as firebase.ts or firebase.js. Generally, you are working with TypeScript, so you can create firebase.ts. Okay, firebase.ts. So first of all, Firebase got installed. In my app folder, I will create a new file and I will name it as firebase.ts. JS also you can keep, TS also you can keep, both same. TS file I will keep. Which code? Whatever code is visible here. This one. Copy, paste. Okay. Whatever code is visible. Now there is nothing in this code. First I will remove all the comments because they are not looking good here. This is your code. This Firebase file will be different for you. Your API key will be different, your domain will be different, your project ID will be different, your bucket will different, your message sender will different, your API will different, everything will different. This file is actually having the details about your account on Firebase. That's it. Okay, that's it. This particular file is not having anything else. It is simply having this particular section. Understood? Do you have any problem in this particular code till now? Everything is fine? Okay. After in this file, you just need to export statement. You just need to add two export statements. So I will add export const auth, means I am exporting something as auth, which will be equal to get auth and get auth of app. So this get auth is not defined, so you need to import it from Firebase. So I will write import get auth from Firebase/auth. Okay. And next thing, you can export the default app. Export default app. So you are exporting two things, copy and paste. In firebase.ts file, in the last, add the to export command. Add the to export command. Which command? These two command you need to add. Now you have integrated your application with Firebase. Now design your sign up page. Design your sign up page. Everything is working fine, so cut everything. In the next step, that is step 6, design your sign up page. Design your sign up page. So I will open sign up page HTML file and CSS file. Okay. At first I will create a div. I will give this div as a class as container, or you can give it as a class as main. It's not a big deal. Dot container I will call in CSS and I will give it a background color of this one. width, width I will give as 100 view width, and height I will give as 100 view height. So check the sign up page. So sign up page is coming in this way, right? It's fine, no issue. Okay, cool. After this, I will create a forum, because generally login sign up is a form only, right? Login sign up is a form only. Create a form. First thing, we will take a label. Label means we will ask the user to email ID, that what is your email ID. I will keep input type as email. Okay. Second, I will create label. Label for password, that create a password for yourself, and here again I will keep input type equals to password, and that's it. Then I will create a button will be saying sign up. That's it. Okay. Keep the br tags here so that it will be looking a little bit good, and some br tags here, so it will come in this way. Sign up page is coming in this particular way. We will adjust it. For that, to the container say that you are displaying flags, you are aligning the items in center, you are justifying the content in center. So form will come in center. Now we will write the designs to our form. To the form, I will say that you are having a border of 1 pixel, solid black. Solid black you can keep, but 2 pixel. So you will see a border is coming, but looking very ugly. So first attach some padding to the form, that you are having the padding of 20 pixel. So this is how your form is looking now in this way. Okay, so give a width to your form, that is you can keep around 300 pixel. Okay, in this way. Okay. To all the labels, I will say that you are floating to left, and to all the input box, I will say that you are floating to right. You are floating to right. So here, email, password, and sign up. It's coming. Email, password, and sign up. Sign up spelling is wrong. Sign up. We will give the placeholder to first, that is enter your email address, and here we will keep one more placeholder, that enter your password. Okay, so this is what we have completed till now. If you are going to login page, yes, login works. Sign up works. We will show one more thing. If you are already having the account, it is also possible that you are already having the account. For that, I will create a anchor tag, and I will say already have an account. Already have an account. If you are already having account, I will write router link equals to slash login. If you have already, you are already having an account, so you can, something is missing. Give href. Okay, so it's taking to the login page. Why router link is not working? Okay, so because router outlet is not written here. So you can keep href, it will work. Href equals to slash login after keeping some break tags. So that's how we designed our home page, means in sign up page, that enter your email address, enter your password, you can sign up. And if you already have an account, click here, it will take you to the login page. Rest the things will complete tomorrow now. Okay. So this is how we will adjust the sign up page. Because now we have to write the Firebase logic for login sign up, means first we will write for sign up and it will take time. So already we are going on authentication in Angular. Okay. Okay. So rest of the part we will do tomorrow. I hope you understood routings, and authentication is yet to complete. So I will not ask anything about authentication, but it is super easy, right? It is super easy.